Where am I? Is this Teddy's world?
No, your world is significantly more yellow.
This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right. Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now.
Remember what?
So, it was true.
What was true?
Guys. Sensei. What should I do?
I don't know. I don't even know where you are. And this game just took a sharp turn towards crazy.
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
What?
Huh? What did you just say?
She flatlined. How?
Nanako-chan's alive?
How's that even possible?
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen.
Teddy! I don't know what Teddy did, but he's in a weird nether dimension now. I think he did it.
But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here
It's
on.
a step in the right direction!
Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
That was one seriously badass little girl.
So this isn't a joke?
Teddy didn't give his life in, like, exchange, did he? Is that what happened?
You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan.
Oh my god.
This is amazing!
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad.
I knew no game was that demonic. Nothing would have done that.
I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Come on. Stop crying, you two.
It's okay. If there's ever an okay time to cry, it's now.
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment.
Make sure you tell him as soon as possible. Until he knows this, he's just gonna he's gonna go crazy with revenge.
It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
Wait a second, where's Teddy?
Okay, they did notice.
I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird.
What did he do?
I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
I don't think he did.
Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
So much is going on. Oh my god.
Couldn't save. I couldn't save. Why? Mayumi? And that girl too?
He couldn't save them. I think... Okay. Maybe he did think he was saving people, right? Like, okay. Like, Alright, look at it from this perspective. If I'm right, and he didn't have anything to do with those first two people, then okay, let's say like he clearly tried to do something, but he couldn't save Yamano and Saki, right? Okay. So then maybe that's when he started actually doing it himself, like throwing people in. And from his perspective, because we kept saving people, he really thought that he was really actually saving them, because every time he threw someone in there, they always came back alive and okay. So from his perspective, he was saving them, not trying to hurt them.
I couldn't save them.
I think that might be it.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
I'm sorry for constantly throwing theories around, but these are the things there's definitely a story here. There's... Was I right? Is there another person behind all of this? But how did he even figure out about the TV at all? None of it makes sense.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
Or he ascended to a higher plane of reality.
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
Oh, it's snow. Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow.
As opposed to seeing fake snow?
It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year.
I guess.
Ugh, it's freezing. Let's go home.
Well, maybe you should put on some pants, Chie.
Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, alright?
Well, duh.
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself.
Something tells me that's not the case, as he's inexplicably back in his bear suit.
He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case.
Right.
Well, see you tomorrow.
Back in Namatame's room, was it really right to stop everyone from what they were about to do? I think so. I really do. For now, you have no way of knowing. You remember that your cell phone has been off this entire time since you were at the hospital. Okay. There seems to be no messages. You should go home before you catch a cold. Common misconception, cold weather itself can't actually make you sick. That's something a lot of people think is true, but it's not. Okay, so... if there was ever a roller coaster of a day, it was definitely today. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, the game definitely wanted to try and, like... it wanted to try and rage the player into killing that guy. That much I can definitely tell. And what happened in Namatame's hospital room as well. Snow has begun to fall, and the fog completely envelops the town. What is going to happen? You feel exhausted. It would be best if you went to bed early today. Well, considering it was midnight in the hospital, and I assume it takes at least half an hour to walk from there to the house, we're still not going to bed early by any stretch of the imagination. And oh hey, it's Igor and Margaret! What's up, guys?
Well,
Nice to see you rear your faces back up.
it's been quite some time.
For anything other than fusing personas, I guess. It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room. For some reason, I almost said valet.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world.
Yeah, I kind of gathered as much.
I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I don't know if I can. but I'm sure as hell gonna try.
Splendid. The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge.
What do you mean?
If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight.
You want me to reflect?
Margaret?
Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
I really wish you'd talk more matter-of-factly. All your friggin' riddles are just hurting my brain. Yeah. Seems that the car has stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current...
We really were in a car?
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
You know what's weird? I really do think this guy is trying to help me. I find that weird, because right from the get-go, you'd think there's something more up with this dude. I mean, look at his friggin' face.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Okay, so basically the game is telling me, cool your jets and think about stuff. Alright, well, I did that a lot last night after I stopped recording. You can hear something in the distance. Ah, whoa, what the? What's going on? What am I hear? What? Whoa, hello, what happened? What did I just hear? Oh, it's a doorbell. Okay. You hear the doorbell ring. Someone seems to be at the door. What? What?
Teddy's
Oh,
missing.
we finally discovered that?
I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
Right. Oh boy, okay. Then there's definitely something up with Teddy.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately.
I think maybe he really did try to sacrifice himself to bring Nanako back.
Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side.
I mean, he's not an ordinary person. He has powers, so it's maybe possible he could have done that.
We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Juness?
Of course. Like, I'm gonna say no, in any case you decide to go look for him. Oh boy, okay. Daytime. Wait, is it just miraculously Sunday? Wow, that is lucky. Any luck?
It's no use, man. We can't
Dang
find
it.
him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my
Crap.
readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this
I
time.
don't think so.
We told him over and over that he could stay here.
In his grief, who knows what he could have done? You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Igor said, but he'll be back for sure. No use getting worked up. Let's think about this. Okay. I don't know if he'll be back for sure. But I feel like he probably will. So you know what? I'm gonna reassure everybody. He'll be back.
Yeah. We'll just have to believe in him for now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I deeply doubt that. Yes.
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now we must concentrate on the case.
Exactly.
It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location.
So we should try to talk to him?
We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on
Okay.
this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem
Please,
right.
please tell me what's on your mind.
Let's quickly review the
Yes.
facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san.
Right.
From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them.
All right.
After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted.
And yet we prevented every last one of those from happening.
It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
Okay.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
Right.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the
Right.
announcer? That's what's bothering
Okay. Okay. So that's my first thought confirmed.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding
I'm
something.
voting on the latter.
You lost.
Not hard.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
So either A, we go over there, talk to him, and he either starts telling us things that we need to know, or he's just completely off the wall bananas crazy, and we can finally confirm that.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through
That
death?
can't be it, though.
He did call himself a savior, and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
No. There is definitely something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world.
All right, that's a good sign.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while.
Please, Dish, tell me, what's up?
When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too."
Exactly!
So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us
If he thinks
too?
if he thinks he saved all of you guys, that would have been impossible if you died.
Wouldn't he actually have failed?
Oh, thank God, I'm right.
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense.
Okay. I think I really am on this game's wavelength.
And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV.
Everyone just stares at her.
Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
Well, I'm beginning to think you might be onto something.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
Seems possible.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right?
That I'm not sure of.
Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he
Or
killed
did
them.
he?
Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
The possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? Okay, Namatame's diary, the copycat murderer, the wife's alibi, the warning letter.
Warning letter? Oh yeah! Whatever happened
The
to that
warning
thing?
letter! The warning letters that I got sent were things like stop saving people. Or the other one that got this whole mess started with. It was, like, if you don't stop, someone you care about will be thrown in and killed. If Namatame was the ones who wrote those, he wouldn't have said those. He wouldn't have said that.
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it,
But if he did, it doesn't make any sense.
Let's review them.
You recall that the first warning letter said, don't rescue anymore. And the second one said, if you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed. If he was saving people, that's impossible.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of
Exceptionally!
Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like don't rescue or
Absolutely not.
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and
Yes!
Hey, could this mean...
Namatame wrote it wrong. This letter wasn't for me. He didn't write them.
Yeah. It's almost like someone else wrote this
Some
letter.
sort of demonic puppet master in the shadows.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right?
That much is clear, yes.
If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
There's another.
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
And I don't think that's the case anymore.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
He misinterpreted everything, but it sure seems that way, yeah.
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims...
I was right!
If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet...
There you go!
It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
The entire case?
Someone else? Then... it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai in the
That
announcer?
sure seems to be the case.
We can't say for certain
But it
yet.
seems likely.
We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to
Right
face.
now, go, go, go! You all work together to take another step toward the truth. So I get like an entire second investigation team thing here. That's... Okay, yeah, we are definitely on the right track at least. The Seekers of True Social Link has reached level 2. Your power to create the personas of the Judgment Arcana has grown, but...
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
Naoto might be able to do it. She's a detective.
I have a plan. But there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the
To the
hospital.
Idiot Mobile! Fade to black. Loading times! You! Chief O'Hara! Get out of here!
Hey, this place is off.
Yeah, well, so's your mother!
I'm a consultant with
Exactly,
the
so
police.
shut up and let her do her thing.
I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes.
So we're going to have to be... So not only are we talking to a potentially crazy person, we also have to phrase our questions in a way that doesn't cast suspicion on anything. That sucks.
Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
It might be gibberish to you.
I'd like him to accompany me
It's
as well.
true. I'm awesome.
He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation. And he's here in Detective Dojima's...
I am the closest thing to him you're gonna get.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed.
Nobody is informed of anything.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Yes, Naoto knows what's up. Best girlfriend.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself.
Absolutely.
We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running
And he is
wild.
pretty wild.
Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too.
Of course he is.
This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
I was just struck by a very odd thought, but I'm not going to say anything.
Has something happened?
Something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out
Indeed
nicely.
it does.
You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds...
Do you stage some kind of distraction? That is awesome.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest
Thank
to
you, trusting guard man.
Understood. Please be careful.
So devious and cunning. I dig it.
I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
You sound almost disappointed by that fact. Friends!
Wow. There's nothing much inside that suspicious object. So he won't be
So we
gone
gotta
long.
hurry.
All right. And now's our chance to talk to
We're gonna
Namatame.
squeeze out every last drop of info we can get out of this person. Time to see if he's a real crazy person. And if it turns out that everything I thought was complete and total bunk, I mean, well, I guess the TV is still there.